natin i-arrange yung chair natin kasi makalat na. Okay, arrange natin yung chair. Arrange your chair. So, meron ba tayong assignment to be part of today? Yes. Nakapasok na lahat? Okay, submit your five assignments in the front. I mean in front. Attendance, nakatendance na lahat. Yung 1-4 tayo, nakapalang test-wise natin, nakatendance na lahat. Attendance, nadali attendance natin. Thank you. Okay, last week we discussed about the T. Okay, sit down na, sit down. Okay, last week we discussed about T distribution. So, the T distribution talks about the T distribution. The quantity of proportion which is less than 30, diba? So, alam naman na lahat kung paano kumuha ng value sa t-table natin. Okay, familiar naman natin yung t-table natin. Okay, and then yung nasa gilid na left side, it is the degree of freedom. Nasa yung confidence level, and below that is the number of tails, kung meron 1 tail and 2 tails. Nasa gitna yung mga value or t-value natin. So today, I will be distributing to you this z-table kasi gagamitin natin siya for today's activity. Meron ba kayo z-table, diba last time? So dala nyo ba? Wala. So ito na lang. This, get one and pass. So the objective for today's lesson is, number 1, please back to Mr. Gade.
At the end of the lesson, students should be able to determine the test ratio, find reserves, and point estimate of application.
Number 2. Number 3. So I have distributed with you the z-table kasi gagamitin natin siya for today's activity as I said. But before that, I want you to guess the following words. So, let's familiarize the word na kasi all throughout our discussion gagamitin natin or yung mga words na ito is may relevant sa ating discussions. Number 1, it is, by definition, a particular space, place, or an exact moment. Ha? Anyone? An answer? Point. Answer is point. Okay, number 2, it is analogized, or by definition it is analogized, or similar to analogize, to examine the character or qualities to discover resemblances. Ano siya? Kung may mga resemblances, ano ginagawa natin?
Compare.
Ha? Compare is correct. Number 2, and number 3, I mean, and by definition, it is the space of time between events or states. The space of time now, kung meron dalawang point, ano yung sa gitna nila? Interval. Number 4, it is to conclude, to produce a statement of the approximate cost of. Ha? Ano answer? Estimate. Number 5 is statement or equality, I mean, between two ratios. A statement of equality between two ratios. Proportion. So, I want you to look at your Z table and find the following values. Number 1, 1.12. Ano yung value ng 1.12 natin? Raise your hand. Mr. Gandeng, 1.12. 0.86. 8686. Number 2. Okay, Concepcion. Nadula, 0.76. Nadula, 0.76. 0.76. 7764. Number 3, 0.15. Okay, Pardillo. 0.5596. Alan? Ay, number 4, I mean, negative 115. Ano? 0.1251. Okay, last number, 0.72. 0.72. Zero point 2358. So, is, alam na natin kung paano kunin yung value sa D-table. Sa D-table, I want you to complete the table. Okay, the table will get the margin of errors ng ating data. Paano kunin yung margin of error? Yung level of confidence natin is to be subtracted to 1. So, para makuha ang value ng A, 1 minus yung confidence level natin. So, 85% or 1 minus 85% is equal to 0.15. 0.15 divided by 2, yung A is to be divided by 2. Yung answer is 0.75. Now, here's the tricky part. Para makuha natin yung d-value ng A over 2, we will subtract the d-value of A over 2 is equal to 0.75. I mean, sorry. One minus 0.075 equals, we got your calculators. 0.025. Tama ba? Hindi 9 dapat. 9 to 5, tama? Tama? 9 to 5? Oo. Hanapin natin yung 0.925 sa ating Z-table. 925 sa ating Z-table. Ano ba nila, ano? 925? 925 sa ating Z-table. Ha? 925 ah. Ha? 1 point? 925 man. One point? Anyone? 925. Yung pinakamalapit sa 925. 1.44. So, ibig sabihin yung Z of A over 2 natin is 1.44. Nakuha? Questions? Okay, get one whole and answer the following. Ito number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Answer only. I'll give you 5 minutes to answer. Yes. 1, 2. Kasi yung ano gagamitin niya yung mamaya. Okay, 5 minutes ha. minus 0.75. Yung answer is negative 2.5. Hinanap natin yung 99 at 0.925 sa ating table. Hinanap natin yung 1.45. Answer lang po. Don't hesitate to mag-ask questions, ha? Don't hesitate. Oh, yung A natin is divide natin sa 2. So, yung A divided by 2. Ha? Okay, 3 minutes. Select mo na, answer, mali na ako. Ano kaya? The number 3, ang Z of A. Ito. Ito ang gagawin natin na para makuha yung D value ng A over 2. Yung 1 minus 0.75. Yung 1 minus DIA over 2. Yung first dito ay 1 minus the confidence level. Confidence level ito ha? 1 minus the confidence level ito. Yung A, para makuha yung A. 2 minutes. Label na ito, para makuha na rin ang A, 1 minus confidence level. Pag makuha natin ito, A divided by 2. Makuha natin yung value. And then, check natin yung D value sa table. Finish na. Okay, paper. Okay, another 1 minute. Last na ha, 1 minute hapon. Last 1 minute. Time is up. We need to not finish. Exchange paper with your seatmates. Exchange paper with your seatmates. Okay, number 1, Fernando. Answer. Answer? Ha? Answer? Bakit? Ha? Wala mo na kumain. Okay, other one. Valencia. Ano Valencia? Alin siya? Answer number 1. Wala ka magkatapos. Okay, Digayo. Pwede si Digayo? Ha? Hindi mo magbalaan? No. Sino ba yung answer? Okay, conceptual yung answer. Bakit negative? Okay, ito natin. 1.13 lang. Ha? 1. Number 3, Reyes. Ate Reyes. Number 3, ikaw? Ha? Ito. Sila? 0 point? 0.06 times 2. Sige na ba? Answer. 0 point? Ano ba sila? Number 4. Answer. Wala kayo nakakabot? 0 point? 1 point? 1.56 or 1.55? Last number, 0.105. Okay? Ilagay yung score, silid. Saka ilagay sa may ari ang papel. Then naka-perfect. Very good. Ako perfect man, mag-finish na yun. Perfect. Okay, today we will discuss about the estimator. So, when we say parameter, ano naiisip natin? Parameter. When we hear the word parameter, ano naiisip natin? Calculation. Ano pa? When we hear about parameter, ano ibig sabihin? Parameters. Nagdapat ko ha? Gregorio. Si Gregorio, andyan? At when we hear the word parameter, ano naisip mo? What comes to your mind first? Parameters. Una? Yes. Population of student. Quantity. Ano pa? Ano pa? Calculate ang parameter. When we talk about parameters, we're talking about boundaries. Diba? Kung saan siya banda. Or kung ano ang sakop ng isang data. So, an estimator, a rule typically written as formulas. Formula that tells us how to calculate the estimate based on information in the sample data. So, estimator natin is ginagamit or ginagamit at ay ginakalculate natin to infer or make conclusion about the set of data. So, we have two types of estimator. Number one is point estimator and the interval estimator. So the point estimator is used to estimate population parameters using a single number. So the resulting number is called point estimate. So point estimate natin is a single value that is used to make conclusion about or to infer about the set of data na meron tayo. So the point of estimator or the point estimator of population mean is the sample mean. So the point estimator is unbiased with the standard error given by the standard error is equal to the standard deviation over n. Alam na natin yung ano, di ba? Formula natin standard deviation. Formula natin standard deviation where the standard deviation is equal to the sigma or yung ating standard deviation over n. Yung n natin is the sample size. Okay? So, sabi daw unbiased yung ating point estimator sa ating standard error, which means yung ating point estimator is may sarili sa isang value. Hindi siya nagre-rely sa ating standard error. So, for example, a random sample of weight in pounds of 30 students in a certain high school are shown below. Ito yung ating mga students. So, kung ito yung weight ng ating mga students, yung summation of x natin, ano ang summation of x? The sum of all numbers in the population. The summation of x natin is 3,258 and the n or the sample size is 30. Bakit yan 30? students sa ating population. So, pagkukunin natin yung mean, the mean is equal to the summation of x over n. The summation of x is 3,258 over 30, which is 108.6. Okay? So therefore, the point of estimate of the average weight of students in the third high school is 100.8, 108.6 pounds. So, sinabi dito kanina, di ba, yung ang point estimate ng ating population mean is the sample mean. So, ang sample mean natin is 108.6. Pakonsider natin siya na point estimate. So, example, suppose the population standard deviation is 13. So, ano natin kukunin yung standard error natin? Standard deviation is equal to 13 now. Yung standard deviation natin is standard deviation is equal to standard error, over the square root of n. So, yung standard deviation natin is 13 over the square root of anong n ka natin? 30. So, natin 2.37. Tingnan yung tama ha. 2.37. Therefore, yung value ng ating point estimator, yung standard error natin is hindi tama. Yan, bias. So, the margin of error naman, di ba nag-solve tayo ng margin of error kanina? Alam naman ng lahat kung paano kumuha ng margin of error. Bakit ba ang answer kanina yun na? Ha? Na-confuse? Namalikmata lang? Okay, so the margin of error is the difference between a point estimate and the actual value of the parameter at the given confidence level. So to compute for the margin of error, we multiply the critical value of confidence level by the confidence level by the probability that an interval estimate contains the two population parameters. So the confidence level is denoted by 1 minus a, where a is called the significance level. So paano natin makuha ang interval ng 80%? Pag may confidence level tayo na 80%, paano natin kukunin yung margin of error? I-minus sa 1, di ba? So meaning 0.20 divided natin sa 2 is 0.10. Kapag kukunin din yung value sa ating Z table, and then yun na yung So the example, 95% margin of error of a point estimate of the population mean is given. So estimate is 95, right? Standard deviation over the square root of n. Di ba nakita natin kanina sa table, yung 96%, yung 95% is 1.96. Tama? Yung margin of error niya. So 1.96 times the standard error. Standard error natin is 2.37. Di ba kanina? Answer. Ha? Gusto ko si Pastolero. Answer, Pastolero. Answer. Pastolero. Ha? 4.6. Check natin ha. 1.96 times 2.37. 4.64. Or 4.65. Or 4.6 lang, very good. So, ibig sabihin, yung 95% natin na confidence level, ang masasakot niya is 4.65. Okay? Questions? Nabuhat? Padayon tag? Padayon din. Wala akong kasabot na, padayon din. Padayon. 36.4, 37.3, 39, 36.7, 36.5, and 37.2. So, we need to find the following. What is the best point estimate of the population in the future? Pag sinabi natin point estimate, ano nga yun? Pag point estimate, ano yun? Look, pag natin mention, ano point estimate is equal to the confidence level. Point estimate is equal to the or similar sa ating yung ating sino na yun kami? Mean. Diba? Yung sample mean natin, yung point estimate is also the mean. So A, hanapin natin yung point estimate. So, paano natin makikita mo point estimate? Ha? So, ang mean is the summation of x over n. Ang summation of x natin is summation of x. I-add natin lahat ng number. Ha? 223.1. Kailan? Over, ang n natin is Pascual, bakit 6 ang ating n? Pascual? Nandito si Pascual? Pascual? Wala? Ha? O? Ang total na? Kasi ang total is 6. Saan yung total daan? Ha? Nasaan yung total daan? 6 kasi, yung number of population natin is 8. Meron tayong 6 number sa ating population. Meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kaya, yung ating number of sample number natin is 6. Okay, divide. Ilan? 27.18. Kasama ka naman din, what is the standard error daw if the standard deviation is 2? Ano yung formula natin, Raymunda? Ano yung formula natin sa standard error? Ha? Formula ng standard error? Sa Raymunda? Ha? Hindi mo ba? Ano yung standard error natin? Standard error is equal to standard deviation over standard deviation over the square root of n. Standard deviation natin is 2 over ang n natin is square root of 6. Answer? 0.81. So, find naman na natin ang 90% ng margin of error of point estimate of the population mean. So, gagawin natin. Ha? 1 point? Ano gagawin natin? Ano ang gagawin? 90%? Yung value of A natin is 0.1. Ang A over 2? 0.05. Ating Z value of A over 2. 0.025. Anong value na? Diba 1 minus 0.95. Hanapin ang 0.95 sa Z table. Raymond tayo. 0.95 for Tanda. Sir Tanda. So, estimate natin for 90% naman confidence level is equal to 1.65 times yung standard deviation natin na 0.81 or 0.82 is equal to 1.9. Sino kapit? Sino kapit? Ayan ang answer, 1.55 times 0.82. Ha? 1.35. Ibig sabihin, yung point of estimator margin natin, o yung estimator natin, yung suppose na 90% is 1.35. Yung value ng pag-estimate natin na 90%, the confidence level is 1.35. Nakuha? Questions? Wala. Nakuha tayo ng point estimator. The next one is a interval estimator. It is used to estimate the population parameter using a range of values. The range of values is called the interval estimate. So, kaya kung point estimate ang tawag, ito naman, ito point estimate ang tawag dito. Yung ating sa interval estimator naman, interval estimator ang tawag. So, ating formula is the sample mean plus minus the z-value of A over 2 times standard deviation over sample size. For the x is the sample mean, diba? Ito yung inang margin of error natin, standard deviation and the sample size. So, sa kanina, sa random example natin of weight in pounds of 30 students in a 30 high school are shown below. Suppose the population standard deviation is 13 pounds, construct the 99% confidence interval for the population mean. And the value on, ito, kanina kinuha natin yung point estimate, tama? Point estimate interval. So, kanina naman ay point estimate natin. Ngayon, kukunin naman natin yung interval estimate. What we need to do is to solve for the sample mean. Sample mean is 108.6. Diba? Ito yung sample mean natin. Next thing to do is we need to use the 99% confidence level. Paano nilang kukunin? 1 minus 99%. Tapos yung kanyang result is divided by 2. Tapos, kukunin natin yung value sa ating z-table. Tama? Tama mali? Ito po lang po ay dito. Tama? Okay, so pakakatay margin of error is 2.58. So, substitute the value into the formula. So, x for the mean is plus minus the z value of A over 2 times the standard deviation over the sample size. So, yung mean natin is mean. Ano yung mean natin? Ano yung mean? Pwede yung mean? Nasaan yung mean natin daan? Ito, salam. Nasaan yung mean? Ang mean. Ang mali ang mean natin kanina, nasaan? Dapat ng bate. Ha? 199, confidence level yun siya. Ito, yung mean natin na 108.6. Plus minus, ano yung value natin ng Z? Z value ng A over 2? 2.58. Times, yung tanda error natin kanina na nga? Ano ko yung error? 2.37. So, 108.6 plus minus, ano ba yun yung dalawa? Multiply. Gawin. Ha? Gawin absent. Sige ito natin. Ha? 6.1. Okay. So, para makuha natin yung range sa ating interval estimate, we need to perform the operation dito. Ay, mag-iwalay natin sila dalawa, ha? 108.6 plus 6.1 is equals to 92 point. So, ito yung rate ng ating interval estimate. So, ano pinagkaiba? Yung ating point estimate is, meron lang siyang single value, di ba? Ito yung pinagkaiba nila. Pero yung sa ating interval estimate, meron siyang range of values. So, pag titignan natin siya sa ating normal distribution, o ito yung mean, 108.6, yung 102.5 is nandito sa ilalim, below, 114.7, ibig sabihin, ito yung part na to is, sakop siya or sa ating confidence level, which is, ang confidence level natin is, ano yung confidence level natin yun eh? 99.99%. Nakuha. Question. None. Mabuhay naman din siya. Question. Balance reaction. Wala. Padayon ka. Wala kang kasabat, padayon ka. Yes. Okay, so approximation to normal distribution naman. So kailangan yung mga data natin is normally distributed. Kasi nga yung D-table natin and E-table is designed para sa normally distributed na data. Therefore, magagamit na natin, yung mga formula natin pag normally distributed yung ating mga data. So paano natin ma-check yung normally distributed yung ating data? Meron tayong tinatawag na approximation to normal distribution. So if a random number sample size observation is selected from a population or any population, the X observation or the row score observation among these belongs to the outcome of interest. So when the N or the sample size is sufficiently large, the sampling distribution of the sample proportion denoted by P hat, yung proportion is P hat ha, will approximate to normal distribution. Pag malakataas daw or malaki daw yung ating sample size, meaning it is approaching to normally or normal distribution or magiging normally distributed yung ating data. So the sample size N or the sample size is sufficiently large when the sample size times the proportion is more than or equal to 5. And the sample size in the complementary to proportion is more than or equal to 5. Ibig sabihin, kailangan natin masatisfy muna itong equation. Finish ko na ito ha. Kabila ha. Ha? Ito ko. Ibig sabihin, para masabi natin normally distributed yung data, dapat masatisfy niya yung equation which is the sample size times the proportion is more than or equal to 5. At saka yung sample size times the Q hat or the complementary to proportion is equal ay more than or equal to 5. Nakuha? Question. Wala? Padayon na? Yeah. N is the sample size times the proportion. So, paano natin makukuha yung Q? Yung Q is equals to 1 minus the proportion. Nakuha? Nakuha. Question? Yeah. So, suppose there are, or the given are, the sample size of 50 and the proportion is 0.2. Ibig sabihin, pag 0.2 yung proportion natin, yung complementary sa ating proportion is 0.8. Kasi nga 1 minus the proportion is ang ating Q. Tama? Tama na lang. Tama na lang. So, ibig sabihin, pag yung sample size natin is 50, the sample size is 50, the proportion is 0.2, and the Q is 0.8. Ibig sabihin, 50 times 0.2 is more than or equal to 5. Ilan yung ano? 50 times 0.02? 10. So 10 is more than or equal to 5. Nasatisfy ba natin yung ating proportion? Okay, sa Q naman tayo. So 50 times 0.8 is more than or equal to 5. 50 times 0.8, 40 is more than or equal to 5. Nasatisfy ba natin yung ating equation? Yung equation, I mean, nasatisfy, tama? Pag nasatisfy natin, ibig sabihin, ano mangyayari? Very good. Clap, 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 champion. Tehas, ano ibig sabihin? Pag nasatisfy yung equation, ang ating ano? Pag nasatisfy yung equation, ano mga sabi ko kanina? Ibig sabihin, ha? Anyone? Yes? Ibig sabihin normal distribution. Eh, pwede, ibig sabihin, pwede tayo mag-proceed sa ating mag-estimate ng interval. Kasi kung hindi, at yung ating z-score, again, at saka yung t-score is, para sa mga normally distributed na data. It is designed para sa normally distributed na data. So, point of estimate of population proportion. So, if you want to estimate the population proportion, we can use the sample proportion denoted by the p-hat as best point estimate. So, the sample proportion is calculated by getting the ratio of the favorable response within the sample size in symbols. The sample proportion is the p-hat is calculated as follows. The p-hat is equal to raw score over the sample size. Ito yung point estimate natin. Tama? Population proportion. So for example, from a sample of 100 students, 67 of them likes mathematics. The sample proportion in this example is 67 over 100 or 0.67. So thus, it is estimated that 67% of the students like mathematics. Question, dahil lang yung deliwan. Question, wala. Question, wala. Wala po sa baka. Wala na. So, the confidence interval estimator naman for a population proportion. Kanina, di ba point estimate of population proportion, single number lang tanong. So, dito naman sa confidence interval, always remember, pag sa interval, meron tayong range of values. Yan yung difference niya. Kasi pag sa point estimate, single value lang siya. Tapos sa point estimate, ay sa interval estimator naman, meron siyang range. So, the formula for the confidence interval estimator is the p-hat is equal to the p-value of a over 2 times the square root of the proportion times complementary of proportion or the Q over the sample size. Where the p-hat is sample proportion, the Q-hat is the probability of failure. So, ibig sabihin, kung meron tayong 80% na probability, ibig sabihin 20% doon is failure. Tama? Kasi yung ating ano is 100%, di ba? Sa data natin. 100% na normally distributed, it is 1 for 100%. So, ibig sabihin kung 80% doon is a success, ibig sabihin 20% failure. So, pwede success lang. So, important note. So, before constructing a confidence proportion, it is must to check whether the variable involved satisfies both. Ito, n times p is more than or equal to 5, and n times 2 is more than or equal to 5. So this is to verify if some distribution of the sample proportion is approximately normal. So if these conditions are met, the formula for the confidence interval estimator cannot be used. So ibig sabihin na pag-4 to, ano ibig sabihin? Kung pag-4 na hindi siya pwede gamitin ng ating formula for confidence interval estimator. So, question. So, ano mo mga ginawa? Efe? Ano yun? Efe? Ang ginawa ko, ano ito? Very lang. So, in some cases, the proportion is not given and cannot be solved. We may use the default 50% or 0.5. Ibig sabihin, pag hindi daw na-mention ang ating proportion, gagamitin natin yung default na 0.5. Lastly, for any confidence interval for the population proportion, we will use more than one decimal place of the point estimate to solve for the margin of error. So usually, ginagamit natin is yung 2 decimal point. Kasi nga ito na score natin sa table is meron mga dalawang decimal point. So example, verify the confidence interval estimator for the population proportion can be used in this example. For a sample of 100 students, 67 of them like mathematics. So the sample proportion is, in this is 67 over 100. 0.67, di ba? So satisfy na natin kanina yung ano? Ay, ito ka na lista na? So example, 67. Kung ating proportion is 0.67, ano naman yung ating umuhinilari? O yung ating Q? Lagura. Ano yung ating Q? Pag 0.67 yung ating proportion. Ha? Anong gagawin nga natin? 1 minus P. Or na proportion. Ilan? Ilan? Ha? 39? 0.33. Ay, naman na lagi ko, sorry. Okay, ano natin, ang next step natin? Yung step 1 natin is solve for P and ating Q. Ang step 2 natin, anong gagawin next? I-type ko sa derivation. Ha? Identify kung okay. Verify natin kung approximately normal ba ang ating proportion. Ano gagawin natin? N times the proportion is more than or equal to 5. So ating N is Pardillo. Anong N? Tulugan sa Pardillo. Anong N? Ating ano? Pambol? Ano? Ha? Anong N? Natapos sa natin ano? 100? Ang kapal tayo? 100 ba? Times 0.67. Ibig sabihin, sa pagkalit natin, ang proportion natin is nasatisfy na natin yung ating equation? So 100 times 0.33 is more than or equal to 5. So 33. Nasatisfy ba yung equation? Hindi. Ibig sabihin, normally distributed ang ating data. Tama? Questions? Wala. Clarifications? Wala. Valid reaction? Wala. Happy? Hooray! Kanina, happy? Hooray! Patulog na ako So since both inequalities are true, we may use the confidence interval estimator for the population proportion. So construct the 98% numerical confidence interval for the population proportion of the sample size of 50 and the probability or the proportion of 30.30. Maganda kayo ha. Anong given natin? N is equal to 50. Yung step 3 natin magawa na dito ng interval. Pwede dito tayo sa next natin na ito. So ano natin gagawin? So for, kasi meron tayong P. Ano gagawin natin? Ha? Solve for Q. Q hat. So yung Q hat natin is 1 minus P hat which is 0.30. 0.17. Anong next step? Step na doon is divide. Anong next step? Ha? I-times. I-times natin sa ano? Sa N, di ba? Anong N natin? 50 times 0.30 is more than or equal to 5. So 15. Na-satisfy ba yung equation? Yes. Next one naman yung Q natin. 50 times 0.70 is more than or equal to 5. 35 is more than or equal to 5. Na-satisfy ba? Yes. Ano susunod natin gagawin? Kasi kukuha natin yung interval estimate, di ba? Confidence interval estimate. Ano gagawin natin? Masolve naman natin siya, hindi? Masolve na siya. So, paano natin siya masolve? Ang formula is P hat is plus minus the value of A over 2 times the square root of P times Q hat over sample size. Different from dito. So, paano siya masolve? Ay, wala pa tayong di value A over 2. Anong gagawin natin? So, anong di value of A over 2? So, ibig sabihin 98% minus 1 divided by 2. So, natin ibig 98%, 1 minus 98%, Ano yung probability na proportion kayo naman? What is the p-hat proportion? Ha? 50? Ang proportion natin is? 50. Tulog. Ang p-hat natin is 0.30. Ito, sinek na natin siya if normally distributed ang ating data. Pero i-give natin is ito pala yung p-hat. 0.30 plus minus 2.33 times the square root of 0.30 times 0.70 over double side is 50. 0.30 plus minus 2.33. Anong value nito? Pag inabaw, anong value? Ito. Square root of 0.50 times 0.70 divided by 50. Ano answer? sabihin, yung ating range is 45.1% and 14.9%. Ibig sabihin, yung point of estimate natin is from 14.9% to 45.1%. Dapat natin yung step-by-step process. Unang kunin yung P at saka Q. And then, step 2 is verify natin kung normally distributed pa siya or na-satisfy na yung equation. And then 3, get a confidence interval estimate. So, okay, I have some questions for you. So for the following, I'll give you 5 minutes. So, a survey of 50 working individuals. Ayan. I'll give you 5 minutes ha, to serve for the question. A survey of 50 working individuals in the company reveals that 26 of them go to the gym regularly. Go to the gym regularly. So construct the 99% confidence interval estimate for the proportion of all working individuals who go to the gym regularly. Okay, 5 minutes. Magtatawag ako ng mga ha. Dos na to. Ha? Sa scratch na. Sa scratch paper. Pwede sa scratch paper. Dapat may tawag ba? Ito ano? Ikutin tayo ng dalawa. Divided by 50. Kunin ko yung 12. Okay, 5 minutes naman may natawag ko. Magtatawag ko ng mga one complaint. Ha? Paano ko nakuha ang pick up you? Kasi meron tayo dyan, di ba? Paano yung ganda ang formula ng P? The proportion is equals to the raw score over the population or the sample size. Ano ang sample size natin dyan? 50 ang sample size? Ang raw score? 26. Makuha na ninyo ang proportion. Five minutes Okay, so na tayo time for your assessment for today. Answer the following question. Number 1 na lang, sabi niyo ha, is 10 minutes na lang, inyong lang. 10 minutes na lang. Okay, 10 minutes, number 1 na lang. Don't need to copy the question, yung given na lang ako. Yung sa panahon nyo kanina, para i-add natin yung score sa inyo, yung previous score ninyo. Okay? 10 minutes ha, to answer the question. Okay, while you're answering the question, so today we discuss about the estimator. Meron tayong point estimate and interval estimate. Ang difference nila dalawa is yung point estimator, nagbibigay natin ng single value. However, yung ating interval estimator, meron tayong range of values. Okay, and number 1 na mga question. No need to copy the question. Yung sa table, meron na kami dito. minus 4 over number of population. Para makuha natin ng pop ang P, ang matang atin yung formula, di ba? Tapos kung makuha natin ng Q, kung makuha natin ng P, pwede natin makuha Q. So 1 minus P is ang muna tayong pag Q natin. So, verify pa. Step 1 na, remember. Step 1, so for the P and the Q. Step 2 natin is verify natin kung pwede natin magamit yung ating formula because kung hindi siya normally pwede rin natin pwede magamit. Dapat i-satisfy this equation na n times P is more than or equal to 5 and n times Q is more than or equal to 5. Then, pwede din natin magamit yung confidence interval estimator natin or estimate natin na formula which is the P hat is plus minus the P value of A over 2 times the proportion times the complementary the proportion over N. Ang Q, 1 minus P. Kung kailangan nyo ito, wala yung P, para makuha nyo yung Q. Dapat pag napalit ka dalawa, verify nga. You only have 6 minutes.
ng komunidad.